Last night you flew. Or maybe you showed up at a meeting completely unprepared. Or you were in the back of your childhood home talking to someone you haven't seen in years. You woke up confused. Your heart was racing. Today, I'm going to give you 3 hidden truths about what your dreams are actually doing and how understanding them can unblock healing you didn't even know you needed. I'm Dr. Amirah. Over 2 decades as an energy psychologist, I've helped thousands of professionals break free from invisible patterns. And here's what I've learned. Your dreams aren't random noise. They're signals. Your subconscious is speaking in a language most people will never learn. Here's what's actually happening when you dream. Your brain doesn't just shut off at night. During REM sleep, it's almost as active as when you're awake. But here's what most people get wrong. The brain isn't a storage unit, it's a filter. A gatekeeper deciding what gets through to your conscious awareness. Your subconscious mind? Well, that's the library, holding everything, every experience, every emotion, every memory you've ever had. And when you sleep, that filter relaxes. And when unresolved patterns live in that library, the reset gets interrupted. Instead of restoration, you get repetition. Same fears, same anxieties, night after night. The beautiful part? Neuroplasticity means those patterns aren't permanent. They're signals, and they can be changed. Truth number 1, your dreams aren't random. They're your subconscious speaking in symbols. I know, it feels random. Giant squirrel chasing you around to your old high school gymnasium. But here's the truth. During REM sleep, the brain filter loosens. Your subconscious mind, that vast energy field, starts communicating, and it pulls from the library emotions, experience, unresolved tensions, and it weaves them into a narrative. The continuity hypothesis says that your waking life and your dream content are deeply connected. Your dreams reflect what's alive in that field, even when the imagery seems bizarre. Let me tell you about James. He was a tech startup founder, and he kept having this recurring dream, trapped in a room with no doors, walls closing in, no way out. And when we explored it together, we found something from his childhood. At 7 years old, his family lost their home. They moved 4 times in 2 years. And that trapped feeling, not just about his startup. The frequency stored in his energy field for over 30 years. And after we cleared the pattern, James told me, the dreams stop. The dreams aren't trying to confuse you. They're trying to communicate. Truth number 2, recurring dreams and nightmares are unfinished emotional business. Same dream over and over? Your subconscious is trying to flag something that's been unprocessed, something sitting in the library that hasn't been resolved. Psychologist James Pennebaker research shows that emotional suppression creates unfinished work. Your recurring nightmares are your system saying, this isn't complete. I recently worked with Elizabeth. She was a professor at one of the leading universities. And when she came to me, she wasn't sleeping.
When I started, I felt really lost, very just grasping for straws. My self-esteem was really low. I felt really desperate. I was having just torturous anxiety dreams and nightmares for a couple of years, maybe almost every single night. I tried dream catchers, crystals, praying, whatever. Nothing worked.
And here's what struck me the most. Getting rid of nightmares wasn't even on her list. She said, I just assume that's too much. It's too hard. I can't fix that. She had accepted them as permanent. But over a 10-week period, we cleared invisible patterns from her energy field, beliefs about not feeling worthy that she'd carried for years, programs running since childhood. Elizabeth told me those nightmares have almost completely disappeared. And then she said something that I'll never forget.
When you don't have nightmares, your day is transformed.
The patterns creating your nightmares aren't permanent. They're programs stored in your field, and programs can be cleared. Elizabeth's story didn't end with better sleep. Something bigger shifted.
I could never get a full-time job after 10 years of being an adjunct. Anyone that knows about the university system, being an adjunct is minimum wage. I've finally gotten a full-time job at a school I love.
When she first came to me, she told me,
I don't love myself at all. Like, I'm looking for a job for my boyfriend. I'm trying to get friends for my boyfriend. Like, I'm trying to be happy for my boyfriend. And now I'm doing things for myself to make myself happy. And I'm fulfilling my own needs.
10 years as an adjunct professor, minimum wage, no security. She didn't feel worthy of a full-time position. As we cleared the patterns blocking her self-worth, something clicked. I just want to say that within 10 weeks, Elizabeth landed a full-time position at the university she loves. She stepped into her power. Truth number 3, your dreams can be tools for healing, not just a symptom of stress. Your dreams aren't random misfire, not meaningless stories forgotten by breakfast. They're messages from the library, your subconscious, the unseen energy field holding everything that you've ever experienced. Most people treat dreams as something that happened to them. What if they happened for you? UC Berkeley found that the REM sleep acts as an overnight therapy. Your brain's filter softens. Your system processes difficult emotions while stress chemicals are suppressed. I see it this way. Your higher self and your subconscious are trying to reset you, trying to bring you back to balance. And here's the key. When you clear the patterns from your energy field during waking hours, the reset can finally complete. And it doesn't stop there. That's what happens when you clear the library. Your dreams heal, your sleep heals, your waking life transforms in ways you didn't know possible. Don't feel overwhelmed. You don't need to analyze every dream. Here's a simple start. Next time you wake up from a vivid dream or a nightmare, before reaching for your phone, pause and ask the question, what was the feeling in that dream? The overall sense that you had, the clue. Your subconscious is waving a flag from the library saying, hey, this matters. And then ask, is this feeling familiar? Have I felt this before in my waking life? And here's what I want you to remember. Familiar and true are not the same thing. A feeling can live with you for years. It doesn't mean it belongs to you. It might be a pattern stored in your field, a program, something inherited or absorbed a long time ago. Elizabeth accepted her nightmares as unchangeable. Didn't even put it on her list. When we cleared the deeper patterns, they dissipated almost completely. Neuroplasticity means these patterns can shift. The frequencies in your field can change. Your higher self is always working towards balance, always trying to reset you, even when you sleep. So here's what I want you to take away. Your dreams aren't random. They're your subconscious speaking in symbols. And recurring nightmares are unfinished business asking to be completed. Dreams can become tools for healing, not just symptoms of stress. That's what's possible when you stop accepting patterns as permanent, when you see them for what they are, programs stored in the field that can be cleared. Your peace isn't sabotaged by circumstances. It's sabotaged by patterns you've mistaken for facts. Understand the pattern, clear the pattern, and watch everything shift. And when we understand what's creating our dreams, especially the disturbing ones, everything shifts, not just your sleep, our entire waking life. Now you might be wondering, how do I know which patterns are stored in my field? How do I actually clear them? And that's exactly what we're going to explore in a free clarity call. I have a link in the description. There's no pitch, no pressure. It's just a conversation. And we'll figure out what's keeping you stuck, what's possible when you clear those programs running in the background. Elizabeth didn't know her nightmares couldn't be healed. She didn't put it on her list. And in 10 weeks, everything transformed. So what might be possible for you? What haven't you dared to put on your list? The link's in the description, and spots are limited. Go ahead and book yours today. And if this helped you see dreams differently, hit the subscribe and the bell. Now, I'd like to hear from you. Have you had recurring dreams or nightmares that you've accepted as normal? What would change if that finally stopped? Drop it in the comments. Your story might help someone else realize they're not alone. See you in the next video.